Once again, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kayode, and I'm the host for this webinar for today. I'll I'll start by telling you what Electroatom stands for, and I would like to share my screen so we'll be able to read everything together. So please, I'll be sharing my screen now. I would like you to drop any of your favorite emoji to shows that you are with me and you can see my screen shared. Yeah. Please, Adifo, wait, can you see my screen, please? Can you drop an emoji? Yeah. Can you all see my screen? Yeah, thank you, thank you. Okay, thank you. So thank you, thanks so much. So without any further ado, I'll start by presenting for today, and I'm going to start from the basics. I'm going to start from the basic, yeah. Okay, I'm coming, please. Okay, so I'm going to start from the basic. We'll be starting from the key concepts of today and their importance, which is shares. So we have it as shares are units of ownership in a company or project. When you buy shares, you own a portion of the company, and which simply means that what we are trying to build at Elaton is something that we need everybody to be on it. We need everybody to be with us. Everything that we are trying to produce, to invent. And we have the purpose of selling shares. The first one is to raise capital. That's to fund operation, growth, or new projects without taking on debt. So we are trying to raise capital for the plan that we are trying to build. And the second one is what is spreading risk. So which we want to distribute the financial risk among investors. So like we want, instead for just a party to carry out the burden of the risk, we are going to distribute it. And the third one is what we have, attracting partners. We want to attract partners so that it's going to be of a group of a group of a group investment. Excuse me, please. Okay. Please, please, can you drop your emoji so I'll be able to know that you are with me and you can hear me, please. Just drop any of your favorite emojis, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Savage. Okay. So now we are going to the dividend. So dividend is they say we have it that dividends are a portion of a company profit paid to shareholders. So dividend, these are the profit that are paid to people that buy the shares. So we now have the purpose of paying dividends. The first one, we have to reward our investors. The second one, the second part is to signal stability. And the third one is to attract investor. Now, the dividends are what you get when you buy our shares, like the Elatom shares. Once you buy the shares, instead for you to sell any portion of your shares, you rather will be having your profit in either as dividend, which we are going to pay you, we are going to reward you to provide incomes for holding our shares, and signal stability, which indicates the company's financial growth. And the third one, to and the third one, which appeal to those seeking regular income from their investment. So now the key advantage of Electroatom project. What are the advantages of being in the Electroatom? Like, what are the advantages that you have as being part of us? Um, we have the Electroatom project represent a groundbreaking advancement in electric power, focusing on free energy, initiated by Tribal Technology. This initiative is funded by Elatom LLC through a crowdfunding approach. Such as a result, all investors become a partial owner of Tribal Tech, which will oversee the development and production of power plants in Russia. So, Electroatom, we are trying to we are trying to build we are trying to build a generator plant. Okay. Adefope, you raise your hand. Do you have any question, please? Adefope, you raise your hand. Oh, okay. I think your hand's down. Thank you. So we at Trabatech, we are building a groundbreaking stuff. Like it's not really an investment. It's not everything. It's not all about investments. Let me just put it that way. It's not all about investment, but we are trying to build something. We are trying to build a plant that is going to allow you, enable you to have electricity in your house, in your district, in your town, in your village, in your industry for 24 hours straight up without being cut off, without you being stressed about the billing fee and your electricity fee. So we are trying to build a plant, an autonomous plant that won't work on fuel, but rather it's going to work on powder. So now we now have the top reasons to invest in Electroatom. So the first one is innovative tech. We are building something that is really, really different. Something that is it's unlike anything that we've ever and ever encountered before. And it is said here, Electroatom is pioneering free energy solution, representing a major advancement in electric power technology. That's one of the first things we are going to do. We are trying to change the narrative of electricity as a whole. So the second one, we have global market potential. We have it the project targets significant markets in Africa, Russia, and India, offering substantial growth opportunities. We are entering the global market, and we are going to be one of the best. And the third part, we have the crowdfunding benefit. So it is said here, by investing, you become a co-owner of Tribatech, participating directly in the company success. So like once you invest in us, once you buy shares, in our company, that means that you are going to be like earning, and you are going to also be a co-founder of Elatom. And the first one, we have sustainable energy. Electroatom aims to provide sustainable and renewable energies resources, allowing with lower environmental goals. That means that what we are trying to produce is not going to be an hazard for the atmosphere, and is going to be something that you no need that is going to just be good for human health. And the fifth reason for investing in Electroatom, we have the project is backed by Traba Technology and Elatom, ensuring expertise and reliable management. We have we are made up of team of well-renowned people, and we are made up of team of well-renowned people, and everyone is like, we are good in what we do. Is it from our CEO, from our engineers, and from Tribatech themselves? Okay. So now the sixth reason for you to invest in us, we have diversified investment. The project offers exposure to the energy sector with potential returns from multiple international markets. We diversified the investments. We are not putting everything in just building the plant. As time goes on, we are going to be bringing up different ideas, different innovations, and in order to suit the taste of the world, and in order to allow our investors to earn more. So the seventh one, we have the social impact. The social impact, which entails investing in Electroatom, support the development of infrastructure and energy solution in emerging economics. We are going to make impact on the social life, amenities, everything, in every way, in every sector as time goes on. So we now have the next one is, what does the investor of the project get? So now this is it. it is said here that 51%, that's 51% of the all shares that Elatom is offering will belongs to the founder of the project, Victor Telnov, and the tribal technology team. So like 51% of the all investment shares belongs to Victor and the tribal tech the tribal tech team. And 49% of the future enterprise will be distributed among all investors who participated in the project. So this way, me, you, and everyone else we earn is from the 49%. That's where we are going to be able to like buy the shares, and we are still going to earn from the dividend. So it is said here the potential of the potential of the electricity market is estimated in trillions of dollars. The average cost of producing an autonomous plant for connection to a private household will be about $30,000. So now what we are trying to build, I told you we are trying to build our autonomous power plant, which is going to work mainly on powder. Instead for our generators and the likes that we've known before that works on fuel and the likes, this autonomous plant is only going to be working on powder. So that's what we are trying to build here. And the average cost that is being estimated here and be calculated by our experts in our company says that it's just one of the plants is going to be worth $30,000. So to connect a manufacturing facility, the average price will be $1.45 million. So for those that are going to be using our autonomous plants to power up a manufacturing facility or a company or an industry, that's their price for the connection, and the autonomous plant that they will buy is going to be ranging from $1.45 million. So we now have the plant production volume at the tribal technology plant in Russia, India, and Benin will be about 7,300 such order per year. So now the estimated plant that will be supplied to each of this country, because we are focusing on Russia at the moment and India and Benin at the moment. So the estimated autonomous plants that will be distributed to these countries is going to be worth 7,300 per year. So with an average cost of $100,000 for a power plant, the expected profit from the production and sale of the power plant in the first 2 years will be amount to $219 million per year. So per year now, the profit that we're going to make in this company once we've launched our autonomous power plant is going to be over $219 million per year. So taking into account the duration of the project by 2030, so the duration of the project by 2030, we are going through 15 stages, and we aim on achieving these stages within 4 to 5 years. So now, taking into account the duration of the project by 2030, the capitalization of the Tribal Tech Group of company will be from $12 billion. With the development of the company and the construction of new plants around the world, capitalization will grow by hundreds and thousands of cents. So once we've launched our product, the autonomous power plant, the capitalization that we are going to be making, as like what our company is going to be worth in a year, in a year, is going to be over $290 million per year. Over $290 million per year. So I would like to tell you and to show you who our CEO is. This is our CEO. His name is Victor Tsinov. The CEO is born in June 4th, 1984 in Central Russia, graduated from the Eastern Economic College with honors, and he, among one of his achievements, he has developed a device that records the weight of any material in real time and restores them. He has developed a polymer composite coating that provides free that provides wear-free friction. So like we at Electroatom, we are a company of expertise, and all of us here, we are up to something and we are always doing something. So from our CEO now, we should be able to know that he is just the right person for the task. So I would like you, please, if you have any question, please, could you just drop your question in the comment section so I'll be able to attend to them, please. Thank you. Please, any question, please. And before I move on to the next phase, I would like to share you I would like to show you a video of what we've done in a 3D. I would like to share you that. Okay. So can you see my screen, please? Please let me know if you can see my screen, please. Okay, thank you. So thank you for watching the video. I would like to explain what the short clip means now. So I'll take you step by step to aid of everything as it's been. So the first part here, the labeled part here, is the generator, and in it, powder particle gives away part of their charges and electric current is supplied to the consumer. Now, I told you that we are trying to build an autonomous power plant that is different from anything that anyone has ever seen before, because like the power plant is going to be working mainly on powder. Nothing more, nothing less. Everything is just going to work on powder. Powder, yes, you had me right. Powder. We are not using fuel, we are not using diesel, we are not using gas, we are not using solar mix. No, it's just going to be working on powder. So this is the generator. It said that in it, powder particles give away part of their charges and electric current is supplied to the consumer. So And you can see the generator. So we the 3D video that was provided here was shown so that you'll be able to see how the particles, how the powder in it is working and the likes too. So now we are now going to the second part of the video, which is the restorer. So in the restorer, the powder particle restores from their charges from the ground through the ground cable system. So that's the work of the restorer. So the restorer, you can see the powder there. You can see how the powder is working and how it charges, how it's used, and it's coming back together. So that's the work of the restorer. So it is stated above here that the restored power goes into the charger and make a new cell, thereby closing the system and making it isolated. There is no need to add powder to the system for 6 to 8 months. For 6 to 8 months. So like what we are trying to build here is something I've said it, and I'll keep on saying it because it's something that we've never seen before. Because like once you've refilled the powder, the first filling can power your generator, for 6 to 8 months without you refilling it, and it can work in seclusion, it can work in isolation without you checking on it. It can work in isolation without you doing anything. It's just there, it just works by itself without you doing anything. So that's it. Once this our autonomous power plant is in the market, it's going to shake the global market. That one sure. Because like just imagine you just one refilling of your power plant, and you keep on working 24 hours, 247 without anybody operating it, without anything, without any environmental hazard affecting it, without it making any dust, without it making any noise. You see that is really a very good innovation. So please, before I move on, please, I would like you to ask a question so I'll be able to know you are actually following me. And Savage said, I was thinking it will be our normal size of plant, right? And like this is an autonomous power plant, and it's not a normal plant. But like the next presentation, you'll be able to understand better what I meant by it's not a normal power plant. It's first one reason why you should know that it's different is because this works on powder, and the components are quite different to the normal generator or normal electricity generator that you've knew before, or any solar panel. Thank you. I hope this answers your question. Please, if you have any question, please just drop it in the comment section. I'll be there to answer it. Thank you so much. So I hope we are all on the same page, please. So hope everybody can see my screen, right? Please, if you can see my screen, please just drop an emoji. Thank you. Thank you for staying back. Thank you so much. So hope everybody can see my screen, right? Okay. Thank you. So now I would like to take you on a memory lane with this one as well. So as I said earlier, in Electroatom, we are trying to invent a new narrative for the use of electricity as we know it. And I'll start with this slide. So we have it as electricity is the main resources for life. Virtually in every sector, in everywhere, we need to use electricity, right? So we now have it as today, electricity is used everywhere. It gives us lightning, heat, operation of household appliances, communication, operation of medical services and devices, production of goods, transportation, absolutely everything. So now, just to tell you that electricity is needed in virtually everything that we are doing, virtually everything that we are onto. So everyone wants to have a perpetual motion machine that generates free electricity and is connected to. Everyone likes electricity. Everyone does. Without electricity, our mobile device cannot be powered. We cannot be able to do most of. We'll be restricted in everything we've been doing. So the first one, and the connected, one of the reasons why you need electricity and why you need our autonomous power plant is this: own your house and not pay for utilities. Once you invest in us, you don't need to pay for any utilities, because like we are going to give you, like we are going to be supplying you 24 hours, 24 hours free of light without you being scared of, oh, my utility bills or NEPA, stuff like that. And the second one, own your businesses and not pay for electricity, e.g. mining, cryptocurrency, or manufacturing goods. Once you get our autonomous power plant, you don't need any of this. You just need to just be doing your businesses, just be doing your business, and you own it, and you don't pay for any electricity, no matter how much light you consume. So the third one, we have a small village or city area. This autonomous power plant can power small areas and small villages and mini districts. So the new knowledge, I know that you guys will be wondering that how is it possible? How would a generator just be working on powder? Is that even possible? Is that even possible? Yes, it's possible. So now this is where it comes in, and this is the formula behind it. We've proven it, and this is it. Experimentally proven. So the first one is there is a direct transition of substance exclusive into a direct electric current. So now these are the mathematical formula for generating current from powder. As I said it earlier, because our autonomous power plant is only working on powder, nothing more, nothing less. And the name of the powder is going to be epoxy. Epoxy, yeah. So the fundamental definition are given us. These are the formulas here. And we have it as, okay. We have, so to break it down, the first consideration about this formula is what is electricity, the electrical matter, the static charge, and the dynamic charge, etc. So now we have, in simple term, just the formula. I'll just try to, I'll explain everything. I'll explain it. In simple term, this made it possible to create a perpetual motion machine to generate electricity. So just with this formula over here, we are able to generate electricity by just using just powder. And I told you the name of the powder is epoxy. Epoxy, E-P-O-X-Y, epoxy, with other chemical components, but just the name of the powder that we're going to be using to power our autonomous power plant is epoxy. So we now have, I will now be telling you about our autonomous power plant closed loop. So now this is how the power plant is going to be. Savage, you asked the question that is the autonomous power plant that we are going to be building at Electroatom, is it just going to be is it going to be like normal generator, or is it going to be different? Yeah, this is how it's going to look like. Can you see it? So it is in a container here. Can you see it now? So this is how the closed loop is going to look like. I hope this answers your question very, very much. Savage. Yeah, this is how the power plant is going to look. So now the uniqueness. So one of the reasons why we are here today is for me to explain the uniqueness of this our technology to our modern, to our holding ones, to the gas lines that we've known, and the likes, and the solar and everything that it entails. So the uniqueness of technology, the uniqueness of Electroatom power plants in comparison to the previous technology that we've known. Okay, so the first one is fuel is used to generate electricity. We all know that fuel is used to generate electricity, and the power plant, our autonomous power plant that we're building, it's powder is used to generate electricity, you can see that the comparison is quite different. The first part, they use fuel, and these are our new invention, these are our new innovation. We're using powder to generate the electricity. And the second one, fuel needs to be constantly refilled. Fuel, fuel needs to be constantly refilled before it generates electricity for you. And in contrast to us, in a special reducing agent, the powder restores its potential to 85%. The same powder is used over and over again. It does not need to be constantly sprinkled. In this autonomous power plant that we're building at Electroatom, you don't need to refill your power plant. Just a one-time refilling is going to take you up to 6 to 8 months without you going there. It's worked in isolation, and it's work daily for 6 to 8 months without you refilling anything. And the next one, it can work for several hours at one gas station. That's for fuel, for gasoline. And on our own side, which is the brighter side, and which is the side I want everyone to open, the powder can last from 6 to 8 months at one fuel refilling. So you don't need to refill it. Once you just refill, just a one-time refilling, the first month that you got it, or maybe a previous month, next month, or let me say continuing months, you don't need to refill it. Everything is just going to be there. And the next one, the comparison of the gasoline and our own powder power plants. We have the noise and exhaust gases. And at our own end here, the powder has a low price. The epoxy powder, I told you, the name of the powder is epoxy. So the powder has a very low price. It's a powder and that you can get anywhere, and the price is really low. And the last year, we have low reliability. Fuel is not reliable. Fuel is not reliable. We all know that. And at our own hand here, the powder has a low price. Yes. No exhaust flame. It's like the generator is not going to be making any flame, nothing. Low noise. The noise is going to be very, very minimal and very reliable. You don't need to be scared of environmental hazard or maybe heat, anything. All the cooling units will be there. So I will be moving to the physical principle of operation. So the process of generating current from powder, I will be explaining how we are going to be generating electricity from powder. So see, the first one here is the compressor, and you can see the second one, which is the dehumidifier, and the third one, which is the receiver. And we have the fourth, which is the feeder receives the prepared air and picks up the powder. And we have the fifth, which is the generator here. The generator here, powder particles gives off part of their potential on electric current flows. And we have the sixth, which is the transformer, yeah. And we have the seventh, which is the hub or control system. From here, the current is supplied to the consumer. So I'll use this table down here to explain it. Sorry. So the first one here is the compressor. The compressor supplies air to the preparation system. It is filtered and dehumidified. The compressor here, can you see it now? It says it supplies air to the preparation system and is filtered and dehumidified. So it supplies air to the second part, and the prepared air enters the storage unit. So like it is here, the prepared air, the dehumidifier goes to number 3, then from the number 3 to number 4, then number 4 to number 5, then number 5 to number 6, then number 6 to number 7, then number 7 to your household, to your companies, to your districts, to your micro districts, everything like that. So the air is directed to the feeder, which already controls the finely dispersed air. The finely dispersed air and a mixture of powder or hair enter the tribal generator, in which the electrical energy is generated, while the powder loses part of its potential. So in a usage, it does not mean that once you put the powder in our autonomous power plants, that is not going to be reducing that the powder is not going to be reducing its electricity content. But no matter what, it reduces and refill itself back to 85%. It decreases and go back to 85%. So we are now heading to the restoring the potential of the powder. So the process of restoring the potential of the powder is here as listed above too. We have the compressor, it pumps air, the dehumidifier, and the dehumidifier and okay, so after giving away some of the charges in the tribal generator, the powder particle enter the reducing agent. So we now have from the from the ground through the ground system of the cables, powder particle restores charges. Okay, so the next one here we have the recovery process. Takes some time. So now for the recovery process, it takes some time. That stage that it's going to regenerate itself. It's going to regenerate itself, and you'll be able to use the same powder over and over again. Okay. The powder particle are reduced to 85%. So it's been reduced to 85%, and you still be able to use it over and over again. So the recovered powder is sent to the feeder and makes a new cycle, thereby closing the system and making it autonomous. So like all the powder, none of it is escaped into the atmosphere, none. It's a closed loop that the powder is being used over and over again. It's not if that is at the open loop, that means that the powder will be evaporating out. It will be sprinkled out by itself. But the powder is just within the closed concept. So please, before I proceed to the next part, please, I would like you to ask me a question, please. I want to know that we are all on the same page here. Thank you very much. I'll be expecting your question. I would like you to use your voice to ask the question, or you can just drop the question in the comments section. Thank you so much. Okay. Without any further ado, let's still proceed, since I think everybody, we are all on the same page here. So the possibility of application. What is the possibility of application? Like it is said here, for a private house, power from 16 kilowatts. For a private house, our autonomous power plant powers from 16 kilowatts, which is 3 phases, 222 over 380 volts, variable 20 feet container, 8 months without refueling. For a private house, just like a normal housing, maybe 4 bedroom, 6 bedroom, the likes, the volts that the autonomous power plant will be generating is 16 kilowatts. And the phases is 222 to 360 volts. And the variable container, that's the container that will be used that will be used to hold the autonomous power plant, is just 20 foot. And 8 months without refilling. You need 8 months for this without you refilling it. So for factory, power from 128 kilowatts. We have 3 phases, which is 220 to 360 volts, and the variable multiple 40 foot container, 6 months without refilling. So for factory, the volts that your organization or your establishment will be using will be quite different from the one that a private house is using, because we know that factory consume a lot of electricity. And for a micro district or a settlement, the capacity is 32 megawatts, 3 phases, 222 to 380 volts, and variable multiple 40-foot containers, 6 months without refueling. So you can see that our autonomous power plant is something that is really, really good, and it's something that's going to change the narrative of electricity, because it works virtually everywhere. Anywhere you need it to, it's going to work. So for electric filling of electric transportations, we have powers 512 kilowatts, 3 phases, 220 to 380 volts, variable multiple 40-foot container, 6 months without refueling. So you could see that this is actually the future. It's not about the investment, but you as an investor, you have many privilege. You have many privilege. So our current challenges that we have in this uh in this in this project is, the first one is assembly of an autonomous power plant. We are currently we've reached out to companies that are going to sell the parts of the power plant to us, and hopefully we are going to get one this month. And the second one is patenting. Means like being registered in each country to be able to ship in the autonomous power plants and to be able to reach out to as many buyer as possible. And the third is organization of an enterprise for the production and sale of powder power plants in Russia and India. So we are trying to like build up an organization enterprise that will be able to sell the power plant in both Russia and India. So investment. So we now have today, anyone from any country can become an investor and partner of Electroatom project and get a shares in the innovative business. So anywhere you are in the world, anywhere you can be a co-founder, you can be a co-investor of this wonderful project. And what are you to earn? Investor can count on part of the company's profits in form of dividend. I explained it earlier that you receive dividend. Dividend is like you holding onto your shares without selling it, and you are still earning profit. So that's what dividends simply means. So your profit will still be there even without you selling any of your shares. You can earn today by using our affiliates program, and you can earn more by telling people about this our program, and you earn more. You'll be paid your percent just by you telling your friends and family that, okay, come and join. This is a very good project, and this is a very good business that you can vent into. So we have such investments are convenient, safe, and suitable even for novice investor. You don't need to be a you don't need to be a full-time investor before you be able to understand what the concept is. You can reach out to me, reach out to anyone amongst our team. We are always there to help you out. So now, what does investor get? So after you investing your time, after you telling your family, your friends and everyone about what Electroatom is, what do you get? So we now have that each investor of Electroatom become a co-owner of an innovative business and receive a share in enterprise. Once you invest into us, you become a co-owner, like you become a co-founder too, a co-owner of an innovative business and receive a share in the enterprise. So we now have the right of project investor are legally